When I was a kid, I spent a lot of my free time playing lots of MMOs, and these MMOs have lots of different styles and genres out there. Whether you wanted to care for your own pets, sail the 7 seas, or have an out-of-body experience, the games has got something for you. And for me, that was 3 specific games that I couldn't get enough of at different times in my life. Club Penguin, Adventure Quest Worlds, and RuneScape. All 3 of these games meant and still mean a lot to me, but when it comes to the one that I really sunk my teeth into, that title has to go to RuneScape. So now here we are, almost a full decade later since I've really played. I decided I wanted to dive back in with a couple pals and see if I can capture the same feelings I had all those years ago. Also, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe. My percentages aren't all that great, so every little bit helps. I appreciate it. Our journey begins with a big choice right off the bat: Old School Runescape or RuneScape 3. Well, considering you read the title, I'm sure you know I chose Old School Runescape. But I did want to add, it's not because I'm opposed to playing this version. The old school version is just more similar to what I played back in the day. But if there's reason for me to check out RuneScape 3, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. So starting up the game, me and my group log in late at night to play for a bit, just to get our characters set up and get ready for the coming day. But right off the bat, I'm a bit confused. Instead of starting on Tutorial Island like everyone else, here I was, a man with the most default attire you could have, equipped with a black cape and bronze shield. Apparently I must have made an account long ago, and I don't know what sort of things happened to this man while I was away, but I decided to press on. It was here that I would share a chance encounter with an absolute god, Gavin B 4432. There I was, parading around Lumbridge doing what anyone without a brain would do. I was asking for free stuff. After getting rejected several times over and harassed by a woman who wanted me to show them how to log out, Gavin B and I shared a small heart-to-heart, after which he sent me a trade request and deposited a rune sword, an adamant pickaxe, and 252,000 gold into my greasy little hands. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that is not a lot of money in the RuneScape world. But even back when I was just a kid playing, I don't think I ever had this much money on me at one point, so this was a big deal to me. Gavin B explained he had, real-world responsibilities to tend to? Not a clue what that is, but Gavin B, if you're watching this, I sincerely thank you for the help. The next day, I logged in practically right away. I made my way to the Grand Exchange because I planned to buy a bunch of equipment for me and my friends with the Gavin gold that I got given. And as I walked through the streets of Varrock for the first time in many years, it was like I was warped back in time. I saw a whole mess of players wandering around and interacting with each other. The streets lined with people training their fire-making skill just like they've always been. The Grand Exchange itself booming with players buying and trading, scamming and sleazing. It felt like home. I bought up a few full sets of iron armor and weapons, and maybe even a full steel set for myself, and I was feeling equipped. It was good to see myself back wearing even just this simple armor, but even the armor couldn't hide the fact that underneath, I was just another default man. So I was determined to change my appearance, and I hiked across Gillinor, or however you pronounce that name, and I visited several different locations that promised to get me looking good, and let me tell you, I came out looking good. I explored around a bit more, but now my pals were ready to play. I was excited to give them the supplies I bought for them so we could all get started, and that's when we hit our first roadblock. See, RuneScape has had lots of issues in the past with people creating bot accounts or fake accounts, and I believe this is the reason that why for new players, there's a trade restriction. RuneScape needs new players to hit 20 hours of game time, 100 skill levels, and acquire 10 quest points before they allow trading. This was really sad news to hear because I was so excited to give them all that stuff I just bought. But even more sad than that, we had read it wrong and assumed that only one of these things was required. So we spent the next few hours grinding out 10 quest points as fast as we could, and we still weren't able to trade. Now, okay. I know what you're thinking. Not only are you stupid for misreading the restriction, but iron armor is really cheap, and in that time they could have just bought enemies and bought supplies for themselves. But the thing is, you're right. So after that crushing blow to our morale, I threw myself into what every RuneScape player was really here for: skill training. I never got into training fishing or crafting or anything like that, although I'd like to learn. But overall, I'm an incredibly simple man and I just wanted to swing my sword at some cows. And that is exactly what I did for a while. I don't know what it is about RuneScape or just games in general, but goddamn, do I love a good grind. Seeing the numbers go up triggers something in my lizard brain that I just can't describe without inevitably sounding like a crazy person. I killed a bunch of cows, and you want to know what I did after that? I killed a bunch of barbarians. And you want to know what I did after that? I slaughtered and decimated the hill giant population. This was the next however many hours of my life. I thought I had lots of interesting footage, but no, I'm just committing genocide. I barely remember any of the quests from my old RuneScape days, but one that I did remember was Vampire Slayer. The name is self-explanatory and the setup is incredibly easy, but as a kid, getting all the requirements done and exploring the mansion was incredibly fun and also very daunting. The vampire himself was pretty easily dealt with, probably because I spent too much time down in those caves. But not only was I happy that I got to do the quest again, but I was excited that my friends got to experience it as well. Nowadays, pretty much every quest I completed, I did so with the help of the wiki. I heard some people say a lot of quests can be really confusing without one, and I am very glad I chose to use a guide. The Goblin Peace quest, for example, is really silly and has some hilarious dialogue, but if I had to go out and create or find each individual resource, I probably would have given up. After getting a few other quests done and tackling more of what RuneScape had to offer, I took to a PvP world where I could potentially get my sticky hands on some dropped items from other players. Before switching worlds, I did put my good stuff away. I'm not risking my adamant trimmed, but I just wanted to see if I could get in, grab some good shit, and get out.
They're everywhere.
Winning this battle, they haven't hit you.
I'm incredible. This fucking guy.
Do you still have like iron armor or something you could grab?
I don't even have like a sword. I'm just punching.
I know you're winning.
Oh, he's approaching me. He's going for the safe area, aren't you,
He's
little
running
bit?
back. What a little poo, dude.
You.
Outlier.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That guy snailed me.
Eat a swordfish, bro. Just keep chugging.
Use the sword power, bro.
This guy's incredible. Jason, don't die, bro. You can't die. Power of the strength.
I got him, bro. I got him now, bro.
Jackson, don't die, Jackson. Don't
I got him now, bro.
No, Jack.
I'm going back.
You took it all. It's all gone.
That's my stuff. Give it.
No,
He's God damn it. Motherfucker, I'm fucking up this rat. I'm gonna fuck up this rat.
Oh,
I hate you.
Coming back to RuneScape has really brought me back to my roots. Online games are the reason I've gotten to meet a lot of the most important people in my life, and while I might not spend a lot of time on MMOs like RuneScape anymore, I certainly still love what they have to offer and I won't be giving up on them anytime soon. I even ended up downloading the RuneLite launcher to give it a shot. This adds lots of little quality of life improvements to the game, such as view distance, a skybox, and lots of general stuff. There's still so much I want to do in the game. It's been forever since I attempted Dragon Slayer. I'd love to explore more of the wilderness and participate in some clan wars action. I may have spent a majority of my time doing nothing but killing enemies, but damn if it wasn't a blast. If I keep playing RuneScape, let me know if you'd like to see another video on this, or maybe even a video where I check out RuneScape 3. Either way, thanks so much for watching, but now if you'll excuse me, the cows, giants, and barbarians seem to be a little mad at me.